Salutations my lovelies, welcome to my channel. My name is Martin, I'm Clavion. For all my new and old subscribers, welcome back. As you can see, we are doing another your future spouse video. This time is going to be your future spouse, like physical characteristics, their character, like zodiac signs, what you need to know or what you are going to find out. Now, because this is a collective reading, I might be chatting about an ex, your current fiance, a boyfriend, girlfriend. For some of you, this may be your current spouse, so take it as a confirmation. For those of you like your future spouse, your soulmate, your twin flame, your divine counterpart, somebody from your past, somebody new. So use your own discernment and intuition and discard the rest of the information which doesn't apply to you. I'm also channeling for homosexuals and heterosexual couples. Now, the zodiacal signs which are going to come throughout the reading can be their sun, moon, rising, or Venus sign, or yours. Numbers can be their personal year in which they are, or yours. Life paths, angel numbers which you may be seeing as a confirmation. Somebody's like biological age. Somebody's birth date, the date of a month or month, like important dates, and the last digits of somebody's like phone number, home address, street address. Before we move to the reading with the three piles, thank you so very much for all your support, especially with my last video, which reached 5k. I haven't had such a success in such a long time, so thank you very much for everyone of you who has viewed my video, commented, liked, and shared it, especially for those of you who follow me in Instagram and in TikTok. Now I just have some quick announcements to say. First of all, I'm going to try to get this video, maybe it's going to be posted after my birthday. I have a birthday in 2 days. Today is the 2nd of August. I have a birthday on the 4th of August. I have 3 posts to record before I travel for one of my vacations this month. So thank you for all your support, booking, etc. So if you'd like to support me in my channel so more people could see my work, support the channel, to engage with the YouTube algorithm, you can leave me down a like and watch this video for more than 20 seconds, because this is going to engage with the algorithm. This is the most easiest and convenient way to help me. And if you'd like to contribute even more, you can leave me the sorry for the background noise. We're having a full house, like my sister's family and all of that. So if you'd like to support my channel even further, you can leave down a comment, share this video, subscribe to the channel, and click on that notification bell switch, and every time when I post a new reading, you're going to be notified or something new. Now, that being said, for those of you who are already acquainted with me and my services, down below you're going to find like the time marker stamps to jump right into the pick a pile, like to the 3 piles and the respect, like the pick a piles and the 3 piles. And for those of you who are like newcomers, down below in the description box you're going to find other valuable information, such as which tarot and oracle decks I'll be using today, how to like my other social media platforms like TikTok and Instagram, how to tip me, for which I'll be very much thankful. At least I'll be able to treat myself to some lovely coffee, how to book a personal reading with me via my email address down below. So sorry, there is some problems with the music, with the connection. How to book a personal reading with me via the email address down below in the description box and in the first pinned comment. How to do a pick a card, pick a party if this is your first time. And at last but not least, I am not sugarcoating my readings, there I have said it. Also, I forgot to say that I'm launching my own like Reiki channel very soon, which I'm going to put it like down below, or I'm going to write a post about it. So stay tuned. I'm so excited about this. And yeah, so okay, my lovies, you see this, sorry, the camera is focusing on, it was focused on the candle. We have these three lovely piles to choose from. You have pile number 1, 2 and 3. So pause your time. Pause the video, take your time. It's absolutely fine to choose all three paths if the matches there resonate. This is grand, we love it. But if any of the messages do not resonate with you, my lovelies, that simply means that the time hasn't come for you. So don't be bitter, gloomy, or sad, because in several days, weeks, months, or years, you may be getting back, because this is a timeless reading. Okay, now that being said, and without any further ado, let's start with palm number one. Palm number one, hello, this is your reading. Now I have Palo Santo, your space, so sorry we have some technical issues with the music. And it's not even Mercury retrograde. Now before we start, some protection needs to protect us here and now from any unwanted interferences, energies and people, and I'm also going to ring the bell 3 times to ward off any left traces of negative energy. Sorry, it's focusing on the candle, so if you're sensitive to sound or wearing headphones, I suggest wearing down the volume or muting it for a couple of seconds. I'm going to ring the bell 3 times. Okay, lovely. Now let's see. Those are the cards. Okay, I stopped because I started like channeling. I heard an engineer and I heard like bodybuilder, like they may be into fitness, like in the fitness industry. I'm picturing Tavi Castro, the founder of Body Engineers. Now the brand has been like discontinued. There were some legal issues in the Netherlands. I don't know the whole story, long story short, but he studied for an engineer. He played football and he was into bodybuilding and fitness and other things as DJ, music and all of that jazz. So for some of you this is a confirmation. So now let's see. The like animal, totem or spiritual animal. Okay, we have turtle with water. I'm hearing it in Dutch. The schildpad, which is interesting. So some of you may be Dutch from the Netherlands or your future spouse. I'm hearing slow and steady wins the race. This reminds me of the Knight of Pentacles. I'm going to zoom just a bit. I think this is okay. And we're going to do charms later. Okay, we have Rex Marinus, the drowned king. I'm going to read it probably later. Okay, Rex Marinus. Their name could be Marina or Marian or Mariano. We have Earth, Taurus, Virgo and Capricorn. Persistence, patience and practicality. We have Door to Romance, 33. Their age, they could have a birthday on the 6th of June, Gemini. Life path number 6. We have Mujer Fatal, which is La Femme Fatale. You can pause the screen to see the Aspecto Luminoso translated on the Aspecto Sombrio. Sorry, I haven't. I think this is okay. And then we have Vague du Pouvoir, which is the wave of power. Pic d'énergie, élanguissant, redressement. So a peak of energy, élanguissant, I have to translate it. Redressing or redressement. We have 42, the biological age. They could have a birthday. I'm going to cover her just in case. On the 6th of June again. They may be like love path number 6. Okay, I'm going to do it like this. Sorry, I haven't. It keeps focusing on the candle. Let me just translate it. I hope that you're doing okay. Geese could be significant. They may have clothes or the pillow may be filled with geese feathers. Something in those lines. Canada is going as well. You may meet there, they may be from Canada, especially Ontario and Quebec. So exhilarating momentum and redressement. It's recovery. Okay, with turtle. So I wouldn't be surprised if your future spouse is somebody who likes the sea. They live near the sea, they may be from the sea, like the Mediterranean, the Persian Gulf, the Gulf of Mexico. They love the water. They could also be from Australia, like the Golden Coast, so into surfing, swimming. They love the marine life. They may be into mermaids. They might have been a mermaid in a past life. Now we have earth and water, which are the two elements which rule the divine feminine energy, and air and fire are the divine masculine energy. And we have Mujer Fatal. So they have a very predominant divine feminine energy. Now they could be physically male. It's not necessarily like genderly tight, genderly, if I could say so, like genderly tight. But with their divine feminine energy, like they're very in tune with like their emotions. They could be like psychics, like they were like grounded. As I said with the Knight of Pentacles, we're going to see with the tarot cards if it comes out. They may be a bit like slow, like they may not be the person like to rush into a situation. Okay, I'm seeing a woman with blonde hair. They may wear it in a ponytail. I'm getting ginger hair, blonde hair, freckles. Also, if a physical characteristics of the tarot cards are about them taken, they could have like dark brown to dark hair. They could have a tattoo. They're like very into fashion. They're like very into their divine feminine side, like into cosmetics, like looking good, being maybe sometimes too concerned about the opinion of others. So I won't be surprised if they spend a lot of time like pampering themselves, like, you know, with makeup, clothes. I'm getting Clover from Totally Spy, so she could be as an archetype, like your typical Cali girl, like blonde with blue eyes. They could have a 10. You know, they may be like, especially with Daughter Romance, like be very romantically inclined into romantic. Also on the timer it was 0707. Check out this Angel Team Flame number, like very magical. Nevertheless, I'm hearing good skin. I'm getting South Korea as well. For some of you maybe North Korea, so Korea as a whole, South Korea. So they're like very into skincare, taking good care of their like skin. I just was made aware of the turtle, like with its shell. They may guard their feelings, like they may not be vulnerable with everybody, or they may show like a little part of them, like a bit like superficial, but not in a malicious sense. Maybe they have been like hurt, backstabbed, and this is why they are mostly untrusting of people and others. But nevertheless, they're like full of energy. They like going partying, dancing, maybe drinking, going to clubbing, or just like dancing. And with earth, patience, practicality. I'm getting the scales. They may have like Libra placements, but at one point they're like into the leisure side of life, like hobbies, slacking off, you know, relaxing, makeup, shopping, all of that, just traveling. And the other is about like working, balancing. They love to lend a hand. They're like a fixer-upper, like a workaholic. There is a lot of like balance with their energy. Very like mature in, I'm hearing emotional expression, expressing their emotions, like emotional intelligence. They understand their emotions. They are listening to other people, so I don't be surprised if they're like a psychiatrist, like a life coach, a light worker. But with this Mujer Fatal, resalta la energía erótica del femenino. Abre tu corazón cuando tu dependencia es rechazada. I'm getting Aquarius with this card, like they love their independence. I'm not getting that they're like very inclined into being how to say it, like, I'm just going to take the guidebook to see about the Rex Marinus. They don't like their freedom to be taken off, to be like under the control or of somebody else, like being dependent. Let me just find the cards. Rex Marinus, ego collapse, losing faith, humility. You can pause the video to read this whole thing. The power of benevolence, the king of the ego. So they may have, okay, I'm going to tell you just to show you this. Water is the main mechanism for the dissolution of the ego. Although the king may kick and scream all the while, eventually their new mantra will be go with the flow. Then we have the drowned king prevents tyranny and redistributes power. We almost experience this energy from time to time to stay balanced. Wear it like a badge of honor. So, yeah, what I was going to say is that I'm getting the image of a divine masculine. They may have been like a runner in the past, like a playboy, playgirl, like F-boy, F-girl, if you please. But now they're like dissolving their ego, like they're tapping into that divine feminine energy, is what I'm getting. And with the third one, I'm getting also on the screen, it's 1111, check out this angel T-flame number. I'm getting a very like profound transformation. They're changing their ways, it's a bit painful, but with the earth element it's like helping them. It's not necessary to have earth placements, but with the energy they may be like into work, they may use work as a coping mechanism, but with earth they're like getting grounded, balanced, mature. Because they need to channel, to ground those emotions. And we have two women which represent like freedom, like their emotions. I'm hearing freedom, freedom. But I forgot from where was this song, to be fair. Now, okay. We're going to see later with the tarot. No, now with the tarot, so take whatever resonates. We have the tarot. Sorry that I'm looking at my clock. I have a driver's lessons in a bit. As you have time or not, I'm going to pause the video and continue a bit later, so please excuse me. It's a bit busy before a holiday and all of that jazz. So, 4 cards, please, Holy Spirit. For pile number 1, take whatever. If the physical characteristics are about them, take them or discard them. Okay, we have the King of Swords. I'm going to cover him a bit. We have Aquarius, Libra, Gemini. Okay, we have this beautiful male, like, so body hair, like quite muscle, like a bodybuilder. The King of Swords, it's all about analyzing, thinking. They may be a bit like cold and distant from time to time, like because they are being used to tapping into their divine masculine energy, like logic, rationality. If I don't see it, I don't believe it, type of a deal. Okay, we have the Tower with Mars energy, so a Scorpio and Aries. And we have the Fool with Uranus energy. Now, Uranus usually rules the LGBTQ part of people, so they may be bisexual, homosexual, maybe asexual. So there is a huge change happening with your divine masculine, your future spouse. So this is your divine masculine, your divine counterpart. So there is a huge transformation happening right here, right now with them, especially with the Tower and with the Fool. I'm getting that they may be a bit like scared of this transformation because this is something new. They're not so sure how people are going to react to it or accept it. One last card, please. So we have blonde hair, athletically built body, like slim body. I'm getting a twink type of a man, or a twunk, which is a mixture between a twink and a hunk. So they could be like quite hunky. Yeah, nevertheless, if they're like male or female, they like to take good care of their body. Like their body image is very important for them. It's very almost like vital, like they take pride in their outer beauty, like their physical beauty, but not in a bad sense. Okay, they could be a bit like shallow and full of themselves, like vain from time to time. Aren't we all sometimes in our life? But mostly they love to feel good and to be the good. Okay, we have the Eight of Swords with this beautiful woman, like with brown hair. I'm not going to cover her with this dress. So a lot of swords energy. Sorry, I'm going to do it like this. And at the bottom we have the Ten of Pentacles, Taurus, Virgo and Capricorn. Yeah, they might dye their hair blonde, or it was blonde when they were like born, but they're like dyeing their hair, let's say. Sorry, how to put the card. Yeah, sorry, I didn't figure about the space. How much space we were actually going to need. There's a huge transformation. If you know them, everything which they have like portrayed in the like outer world, like they maybe, I'm seeing somebody deleting their social medias, creating new social medias, like a new identity. They may be going through an identity crisis, like how they were like brought up to be, seeing that they need to be like themselves to follow their soul, not to be like other people, what society, their parents, family, relatives want them to be, but to be themselves for themselves. That's a mouthful. Okay, we have the Page of Wands. This struck me again about something about their sex drive. Maybe they're like more into like working with their sacral chakra, understanding their true sexuality, or being scared of their sexuality, like bisexual, homosexuals, heterosexuals, I don't know, like there is a lot of change with your future spouse. And with the Tower, especially if you know them and if you pick energies, you read energy as an empath, maybe you're an empath or they, it's a bit chaotic because sometimes they seem like very grounded, very calm. The other time they're like very nonchalant, like cold and distant, like there's this storm wreaking havoc inside of them, around them. So there's definitely a huge transformation coming, or if it's not happening already. But they were like very much into like family. They want to start a family, to have a family. For them, family it's everything, to start their own family. So they may be like working very hard to buy a house, to be financially secure, independent. They want love. They're like a very lovely person. Like they love to give love. They want to receive love. Yeah, because underneath the facade of the King of Swords, like all of those like muscle, body hair, macho type, they're like masculinity, femininity, masculinity, I think this was the word, sorry. There is like a very soft and gentle person, like a kind soul. So this is like maybe they have built this muscular body to have their like emotions, not to be vulnerable, not to be the weakest link, but so much emotions. And I stopped because I saw somebody like searching through a book, like a dictionary. So they may be very much into like studying, learning, especially how I said they are like this type of a, okay, when people, this is not in a sense to offend anybody in the fitness industry, like in the bodybuilding industry, this is just like a stereotype. When you see a bodybuilder or a fitness man or a woman, you immediately think, oh my god, they're like so shallow, they're so narcissistic, so superficial, they are very like, they don't have like enough depth in their like brain, in their intelligence. But when you get to know them, you like you are like really shocked, because they're not only about their outer appearance and their like social media, like their muscles, their apps. They're like very eloquent. They know several languages. They're much how is the word, they're very like secure. They know about continents, people, traditions. They know a lot about mathematics, arts, you get me, like very knowledgeable. That was the word. And with Eight of Swords, they may spend time in their like head, like worst case scenarios, overthinking, analyzing, replaying old situations, things like karmic situations, lessons, which for this they may have like insomnia, not be able to sleep, or this may resolve into like they're like stuttering, not be able to find their words, or being scared or ashamed to express their true feelings, or speaking to other people as well. So this is like really deep. And maybe this is also why they have built this image of a mujer fatal, like femme fatale, or la homme fatal, hombre fatal, like this player type of a macho, like breaking other people's hearts, you know. Marina and the Diamond Song, a heartbreaker could be significant. Rule number 1 is that you got to have fun. Rule number 2, just don't get attached to anybody who can lose. Rule number 3, you can listen to the song, but essentially the song speaks about leave them before they leave you. So if you have a personal history with this person, maybe you enter separation, they may have broken up with you, but this is because of our old patterns and old beliefs, and they're like old scarcity tactics. Like every time when I'm like being vulnerable and I'm in love with a person, they always end up breaking my heart, running away. So this is why the bullied has become the bullied. This is why I'm like the macho. This is why I'm always the first one to break the other person's heart, like, to break up with them, to leave them, to run away, just to protect my heart and to protect my love. Yeah, especially with this shield, I'm getting like very strong goosebumps at the back of my neck. But with all of those cards, like, they're very gentle, so like very nurturing, very caring, and I low-key want to start crying. So this is why we have Rex Marinus, because of the like deep emotion, the deep state. And this reminds me of lapis lazuli, like the crystal. They may wear such a crystal, they may tell you that they love this crystal, they may wear like green, blue, red as colors. Yeah, there is a huge sexual drive. I don't know where was the last time they had sex with somebody, or even if they like self-please themselves, to let go of the stress and the negative energy. There is a lot of about their sex drive. Like, they love to make love, they want to have sex, they want to kiss, to go on dates, to have fun. There is a lot of unresolved, unshared, unreleased sacral energy in their sacral chakra, which rules our astral body, the body of our emotional body, which is our emotions. Long story short, we have 8 astral bodies. We have our physical body, then we have an ethereal body, emotional body, mental body, another, I may be mixing it, another a second ethereal body, an astral body, what was the other? Oh, I forgot them. Sorry, just for 1 second. Maybe like me, they like to revise certain things, to study. We had the astral body. They may be into Reiki, like healing, all of those things. So yeah. Sorry, astral body, second ethereal body, celestial body, and the third one and the final is the casual or etheric body. So now let's see, because the time is running, we're going to get 6 cards about their physical characteristics. Pick whatever resonates and discard the rest. Six cards. Okay, we have 2. Krivogledo, which means like they may be cross-sighted. This is why they may be like wearing glasses. We have Swab, so weak, slim. So maybe they have been in the past and people were making fun of them. So at the bottom, we have musculus, which is muscular. So this is why they become like muscle, like very strong, fit. I was being guided to take this card. We have Studeni Krajnici, cold joints, like cold hands, cold feet. And to last we have Bakkenbardi, so they may have Bakkenbards. I think this is the name. And we have Belizy, so scars like Harry Potter. Like Harry Potter could be significant, like the books, the film. So like a birth scar. They may have like a scars of their burns during birth, something in those lines. A mark, like a beauty mark, or in that sense that just I'm hearing that they're quite misunderstood. They may feel like lonely, like nobody understands me in this life unless you found number 1. Honestly, I want to give them a big hug. Nevertheless, if they're like a macho, like a very feminine woman, like type of a Warcraft type, I'm getting Bree from Vanderkamp. I forgot her surname, like Bree from... Okay, I'm getting Gabi and Bree from Desperate Housewives, like those powerful women. I just want to give them a huge embrace, like to hug them because of what they have passed through, like not being able to share their emotions, to cry. Yeah, maybe they don't like to cry, or they don't like to cry in public, which is a sign of vulnerability, of strength. Yeah, there is a lot of about releasing their ego, like the toxic side of their ego, toxic habits, people, karmics. It's a cute transformation, like it's very uncomfortable, but a very cute, huge and important transformation. Okay, my lovelies, I'm going to give it a pause. For you it's going to be only 1 second. I'm going to return later to finish with your pile. Thank you very much. And we're going to continue with the charms. Salutations, my lovelies. Yeah, just how I said, it was only 1 second. So, to get some sip of my coffee. So, yeah. Before we move to the charms, like initials and all of that jazz, I'm going to see if we get anything else. Yeah, I'm getting with scars, not only like physical scars, but also like mentally, emotionally. So I'm hearing that they have been like scarred for their life, like divorced parents, abuse maybe, so sorry about that. Not fitting in, being like a loser, an outcast, not being like very social, being different from other people. You get the drill. Also, I'm recording this at night with an open window. Yeah, a genuinely good soul who has been hurt. I stopped because I was going to say like sword. Now with sword, they may have a very nice attribute. if they like male, you know what I'm trying to say. They love when somebody like polishes their sword, does a certain job here, you know. Wink wink, because this is not, firstly, this is not a plus 18 video. My last video, okay, after my last video, I posted like a sex letter from your future spouse. You can check it out, which has 5k views. Also, due to some new censorships in YouTube, I try to use as much like codes and all of that jazz. So now let's see with the charms. And there's a fly. Here with my charm box, which I made with my decoupage. So let's see. Oh yes, I'm also going to use this. Here we have Game of Thrones. I have to get more letters and have them like separately. Okay, one last time. And some charms, or okay, I think this is enough. Zoom zoom. So the first is every moment is a chance. This could be like a guidance. It is focuses. Every moment is a chance. I'm getting that something is building momentum. New experiences and new friends are going to enrich your life. So definitely new friends are coming into your life and your future spouse's life. Better friends, people who are from your soul family. Okay, I'm going to show you this. We have Ravenclaw, so somebody can be a Harry Potter fan and the house of Ravenclaw, which values wisdom, intellect and witness, like being witty. So they're not only like, and we had it with the King of Swords, that they're not only like very witty, wise, mature, even if they're like a fitness instructor or bodybuilder, like not ashamed, but you know, with the stereotypes. Okay, we have this next. This is in Bulgarian. Съзнание ще блеснеш без съмнение в висшето учебно заведение. So you're going to succeed at school or at university, like basically. So they're probably going to get like their university or college degree, like bachelor's, master's degree, or probably both of you together. I think there's such a song. I don't know. If you know it, please leave it down in the description box. Also on the camera it was 444. A sign of balancing, something is beginning. Доброто начало е наполовина свършена работа. Platon. So by Plato, the good beginning is a half well done work, let's say. So I'm hearing that if you're still like in physical separation, if you know this person, that a reconciliation is coming into play, reconciling with this person, talking things over. For others of you are going to begin something. Let's see with the other. Uspech, prosperity. Lovely. Prosperity, abundance. I'm hearing closesome and closesome. Like I'm seeing clothing wolf from Monster High. It could be significant. Maybe they're like into werewolves. They're like body hair, like very muscular. They may be a fashionista, a fashion diva, a seamstress as clothing, acquaintance, за познанство, You may be meeting somebody new or meeting your future spouse. And with closer, like something is like awesome. They may be a bit younger than you is what I'm getting. Again, brown hair. They may look like Greek, Middle Eastern, like from the Mediterranean Sea, like Turkish, Arabic, Spanish, Italian. Like with darker skin, olive skin, maybe fair skin. I'm getting head and shoulders. Somebody may be using this or have used it. They love to take good care of their hair. I'm hearing naturally curly hair. And what's the next? I should get less. We have money, so money is coming your way or theirs. They're like with the 10 of Pentacles, they're like gaining money, trying to get money for you, and for them like to provide for the family. Okay, I'm going to do with this later. So that's the thesis. So somebody maybe like also check the angel number 755 and 757. So somebody may be spilling the tea about this person, maybe they love tea or you. I have started like watching this very nice, it's called like Savannah, Tea After Midnight in TikTok. She's from the Appalachian Mountains, so somebody can live around the Appalachian Mountains. You may be into spooky stuff, supernatural. And she tells stories about other people having supernatural and nefarious experiences in the Appalachian Mountains, and she's having like this, like, it's not an official podcast, but it's like Tea After Midnight. So I thought about this. So maybe you love reading or hearing about ghost stories, your future spouse. Okay, we have this neon dancing girls, so they love to dance, they love like neons, the 80s, the vibes. I'm getting with this that the divine feminine energy is healing. They're connecting with their divine feminine energy. We have, this is from a brand which I love. I love the diamonds, so they love like wearing diamonds, to dress nicely, to be like the star of the star of the party. In the central stage we have this coffee or frappuccino, so somebody love like Starbucks, frappuccino, going out for coffee, they're drinking beverages, having some good time. We have this beautiful butterfly, which is a sign, you may see a pink butterfly, which is a sign of metamorphosis, of spiritual guidance. You and this person are spiritual. I'm getting that you are the left wings, your person is the right, so divine counterpart, like twin flame soulmates is what I'm getting with this. We literally have those makeup brushes, so somebody may be into makeup. They love like to pamper themselves, to put on makeup, skincare, again with those double symbol. And this seems like, it looks like a bit of a scissors. So they're like maybe cutting somebody from their life or something, or you being guided to do so. We have this beautiful ballerina, so Barbie in the pink shoes film could be significant. They may also love like, again, dancing, ballet, hip hop. Maybe they want to dance with you. I'm getting Dancing Queen by ABBA. We have Game of Thrones, so somebody may be a fan of those series. We have Game of Thrones. And I'm afraid that we haven't got many. Okay, we have Leo, it's in Romanian. So somebody may be Romanian from Romania. It's funny because I have birthday in 2 days and I'm currently recording this in Leo season, so somebody could be Leo, Sun, Moon, Rising, or Venus. We have those 2 hearts, so your love is growing. They're quite lovely on you. Maybe they love like pink, like plushies, pink things, toys, girly stuff, even if they're like a very manly bodybuilder or you. A lot of heart is coming your way. We have this Celtic knot, I forgot the name, it wasn't like a trinca, which is a sign of protection. You both are like spiritual, maybe you have Gaelic blood, like Irish blood or Scottish. You're like being protected. I'm hearing that your fates are being woven together. We have you. I'm hearing uterus, I don't know why, maybe somebody needs to check it out. We have this like smiley face. So happiness is coming your way, like happiness, good fortune, and for this person. We have 3 hearts. We have P, U, P, and Q. With that I'm getting Cupid. Let me get some more initials. And letters. If you see any words, please tell me. You can write them down below. We have Z, they like to take a nap for you. We have H, HP, Harry Potter. Up, they're coming up. They're like ascending. We have S, we have K, we have Q. I'm hearing that this takes the cake. Hospital, zebra crossing, maybe you're going to meet at a zebra crossing. Soup. I'm getting Sabrina, Savannah, Kaylee, Kylie, Queen. Queen as a name and Queen. Cup. Penny, Pedestrian, Peacock. You're cute. You are cute. Nešto drugo ima li da ili ne? Ne ili da. Okay, my lovelies, I'm not setting anything else, so I'm going to reading right here. Don't forget that you can always book a personal reading with me via the email address down below in the description box to get more like names, time frames, channel messages from your person. So if the messages resonated, please give me a like, comment down below, subscribe to help me boost and grow my channel. My name is Martin Amlukleviot. I had a pleasure being your person and reader for today, my lovelies. Thank you very much. Write me down below how things are turning out for you. I'm wishing all the very best. How I said about if you got it about booking a personal reading with me, reach me out via my email address. And do not forget that I love you, love yourself, and I'll meet you next time. Bye bye. I'm Sortages, my lovely, spell number 2, this is your reading. Now, if the scene seems a bit changed, this is because I'm recording on another day. I had my birthday yesterday, so I was busy. So, before we start, some protection needs to protect us here and now from any unwanted interferences, spirits, all of that jazz. And also, I'm going to ring the bell 3 times, so to ward off any left traces. So if you're wearing your headphones or you're sensitive to sound, I suggest lowering down the volume or muting it for a couple of seconds. I'm going to ring the bell 3 times. Okay, lovely. So, I will show you the oracle cards about your future spouse. I'm hearing that I already started like channeling. People might stutter when they're like around your future spouse. I'm hearing that they are a person in power in position, so they could be a boss, a CEO, a manager, a senior. As a person, I'm picking Charlotte from the Rugrats, like Angelica's mother and Tony's aunt. Like, she was a very good parent, she was strict, but also she was like a very good corporate woman. So blonde hair, wearing a hair in a ponytail, in a bun. I'm also picturing Miranda Hobbs from Sex and the City. They could be an attorney, a lawyer, a judge. It's not necessary. Okay, we have the stingray with water. Interesting, yeah. As they're like spiritual animals, so they can easily like sting somebody if they're like I'm feeling possessed, I don't know why. If they live like around the Appalachian Mountains, maybe they have been like possessed in the past or something in those lines, like paranormal. Or they don't like possess people like in the sense. Or they have been like possessed in the sense like society norms, addictions, negative influence, you get me. This was like very random. Pick it if it resonates. Okay, we have yellowing. I'm Xanthosis. I'm going to read it from the deck later. And we have a snake. Yeah, I'm definitely picking that they're like a person not to mess with. We have house 3, which is ruled by Gemini and Mercury. Early warning, childhood, relations, the rational mind, and communication. Door to Spirit with 32, somebody's biological age. They may be in their like personal 50th year. The 5th of May, which is Taurus. This is like very interesting. Very interesting. They may have lived in the Soviet Union. They may be Russians. Okay, Sacerdote, which is a high priest, high priestess. You can pause the screen and check the aspecto luminoso, aspecto sombrio. And we have la peau de la selkie, the skin of the selkie, now 25 biological age, the 25th of July, which passed, which is Leo. Reprendre possession de son authenticité. I cannot read, so take back in control of your authenticity. I'm going to zoom it a bit so you can see it better. I'm going to read in the cards like later, so it's interesting because we have like a very logical mind, like very corporate mind, very logical, straight to the point, cut all the BS. But in the same time we have Door to Spirit and Sacerdote. So I'm getting that their biggest I'm thinking mistake, but maybe they think that this is a mistake, or they're like relatives, parents. Like in this life, they have been like brought to be like a CEO, like a boss, to follow in their parents' footsteps. But they have a higher calling, like maybe being like a star seed, like they wanting like to help people, to be like a light worker. They don't want to climb up the corporate ladder, or they have done this before. Yeah, there is a lot of about discovery, finding themselves, their true authentic self. And with this here, we get the snake, it speaks about radical changes, like they're like changing. Let me just check the two meanings of the two decks. What do they mean by those cards? One of the cards was the Well when I was like looking for the guidebook. So they may have. So this speaks to me about freedom, finding their tribe. Okay, water. This is very good. Octopus, crocodile, stingray. Developing confidence. I hope that you can see it. Developing confidence, sense of self or spine. When in balance, eager, wants to grow. Blames others, guilt. The Stingray card represents a pivotal point in personal growth. The moment has come when the Stingray must decide between the old, easy, comfortable, and familiar, and the new, challenging, uncomfortable, and unfamiliar. Pressure from family and friends, what I have just said, makes the decision even more complicated. No matter what choice is made now, it's inevitable that this dilemma will suffer again and again, as the force to Dharma growing within the Stingray is too strong to ignore. Exactly. What I have been channeling also with Dharma and Greg, they were such a sitcom, could be significant. Your future spouse may look like Dharma or Greg. You can Google them. Like Dharma was... Now, I haven't seen it in ages, but I think that Dharma was more like... down to earth, like easygoing, flighty, like this hippie type of vibes, where Greg was mostly like corporate. I'm hearing stingy, I don't know why, like analytically minded, you get me. So we have Yellowwing, aging, transitioning, warning. You can pause the video and read this because it's a huge... This talks about alchemy. This is the Divine Alchemy deck. Sorry, can you see? Imagine a rainbow with the yellow, the colors remain static, disconnected. The gift of yellow is the bridging of all phases, the full expression of life's spectrum. Yellow writes a fine line in art. The color is often interpreted as cheeriness covering turmoil, as seen in the light paintings of Van Gogh. Okay, this was interesting. So yeah, there's like transitioning, like happiness, going to the light. Also on the timer it's 0900, check out this angel T-flame number, but 9 speak about ending. So your future spouse may be, now, depending on every one of you, they are, or they will be like rebelling against the family norms, what society wants from them. Like this corporate ladder, but they're like tapping into their like divine gifts, like with the element of water, their true authentic self. Because with the Selkies, the legend says that the Selkie is a woman who turns into a Selkie. Like, no. She's a Selkie, she turns into a seal. But when she's on shore, she takes off her skin and becomes a woman. And sailors and men are known to hide their skin because then they cannot transform back and they're like bind to the person. So in many instances throughout history, it's like spoken between a marriage between a man and a Selkie, which is forced to be a human and to start a family. So with the Selkie, I'm getting like they're like trying to get in hold of their like authenticity, their true skin, their true north, to escape all those like norms, societies, what has imploded in them. And with Door to Spirit, like we have the dove, like very transformative. They may be like very good communicators, they may be working in a call center, having some kind of a social media. They may be afraid and what people might think about them. Now I'm going to get 4 tarot cards, pick whatever resonates, and this card dress also take the physical aspects if they resonate for you. I'm also going to cover the cards because they're a bit explicit. So there's a lot of transformation. Okay, we have the Ace of Pentacles. It doesn't need to be covered. We have the Ace of Pentacles, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. They may be African, quite muscular. They may have like a bald head. So a new beginning is for them, and purple is the color of the crown chakra, so connecting with the higher realms. There's definitely something about a new beginning, a new foundation, like maybe they are starting their business with their like psychic gifts. We have yellow, which is the solar plexus chakra, and this one fell. Okay, we have 3 cards. Taky varnali. Da, idine, ne idina, qui. Първата взимам ли да или не е ли да, а другите две да или не е ли да. Okay, they're trying to take the first card, which is Temperance. I'm going to cover him. So we have Temperance, so athletically built. This is Sagittarius, so they're definitely like healing into Reiki, healing, helping people. You can see his nice body, so they could be like muscle or athletically built, or this is what they want to be. Yeah, they're definitely changing their philosophy, their ways of being. They may be traveling quite a lot, tapping into their like psychic gifts, their true north, facing their true north. I'm seeing the Eight of Cups, like fighting something which satisfies them, like in love, in work. We have Selkies, the stingray, the snake, the birds, the dove. All of them are like speaking to me about freedom. What was this song? Freedom, freedom. You can leave down a comment because I cannot remember who was the singer. Now we have daffodils, and the daffodils are a sign of narcissism, so they could have been in the past. They may be a bit vain, like they get, I was going to say great pride in their looks, but it came out as gay, so they may be homosexuals, bisexuals, they may be questioning their like sexuality, they are fighting their true sexuality. Now with gay mostly, this could also mean like its original meaning, like they're quite happy, glee, they like to have fun. Which is this card? The Eight of Cups, what I just channeled and it came out. I just love it, I just love those confirmations. I'm going to cover his behind. So, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. Yeah, there is a lot of about fighting their true north. Let me just... Can you tell that I have Virgo influence? Yeah, they're definitely like going soul searching. They don't feel content and don't feel satisfied with their surroundings. They're like not only like physically but mentally changing, emotionally. Also on the screen it was 1422. Check out this angel Odin Flame number. We have earth and water and fire as elements, so quite passionate, very deep emotions, connecting with their emotional body, with their divine feminine energy, and with the Pentacles, grounding, better diet, maturing, realizing, not judging, going towards the light. We also have like brown hair and brown eyes. We have mosquitoes, which are like between blacks, like biracial as well, Latinos, Latinas, indigenous people as well. I'm hearing Savannah, Georgia. Okay, we definitely have the Queen of Cups. I'm going to cover her breast. We have the Queen of Cups, exactly. Water signs. Dark hair, like... we have a lot of cups. I'm going to zoom out a bit. Just to have more space. They could have Virgo placements as well, like being quite needy. They like to rearrange, fix things, build things. And with the Queen of Cups, this is Scorpio energy, by the way. Yeah, they're like very... Okay, at the bottom we have the Queen of... the Queen. I was going to say the Queen of Pentacles, so she could be relevant. We have the Empress, so mother influence could be significant, like somebody may be influencing like a mother figure, grandmother, aunt, a niece, a cousin maybe. We have the Empress which rules Taurus and Libra, so it may be a bit like Plum. I'm getting Nanny Plum from Ben and Holly's Little Kingdom. She was quite sassy. They may have such a character. They don't like things to be moved. They don't like changes. They don't like somebody to mess in their kitchen in their house, or somebody like telling them what to do, how to do it. So definitely quite magical. And with the Empress, like definitely the tapping into the divine feminine energy, grounding, listening to their intuition. I hope you can see the cards. And also my battery is running down. I'm going to change it in a bit. 17, 18 on the timer. They're giving me like I'm hitting a straightforward type of a guy or a woman. They're a person who is not going to back up from their word. For some of them, maybe they have been like plump in the past, but now they're like muscular or slim fit. They may have a sweet tooth, eating quite a lot, especially when they're like nervous, stressed. If they're a woman and they have their like period, they may consume big amounts of food, of sweets, of pastries, of bread. I'm getting that they are mostly like calm, like very wise, very good in solving problems. I'm getting HR. HP, they may work in Hubert Packer, I think it was called, like HP, the brand. Harry Potter could be significant in some way, shape or form. But when they're like out of balance, like they're like nervous, stressed, pushed, cornered, they can sting as a stingray, as a snake, they may bite. They don't like to be pressured, to be made fun of, ridiculed as well. I'm hearing, it's very interesting, I'm seeing a scale. At one point they're like very mature, grounded. You can always ask them for advice. They are quite mature for their age, quite wise. I'm getting Hermione Granger. Okay, I'm seeing Ron Weasley and Hermione Granger as archetypes. Somebody's like favorite characters in Harry Potter. May take, or the physical features could be significant as well. Like very wise, strict, follow the rules, very trustworthy. And on the other scale, they could act at moments quite childish, juvenile, easily get angry, being sarcastic, like playful, unresponsible. You get me, as Ron Weasley from time to time. So it's like a very interesting combination. Let's read the other cards. Those are the like physical. There's your confirmation futures. Chernucci, so black eyes. Pick whatever resonates and discard the rest. They may have a tattoo of a snake, or a dove, or an angel, or a mermaid, or roses. They could be feminists in the type that, regardless of their biological gender, they believe in equal rights. Like women to be treated better, to respect women, to love women, to cherish women. Okay, we have Kasakusa, which is short hair. They may be like cutting their hair, like in bob cut, in pixie cut. Visoka, so we have tall, so they may be like tall. Taller, they may love wearing high heels. They may be into metal, like metal gear, so wearing like boots, military boots. They could be working in the military, they may have been in the military. They may have such a physique or ambience towards them. Okay, we have mustachi, so mustaches, the mustache. It fell on the Ace of Pentacles. Biała kusa, which is white hair. And we have Pleshiv, which is both. Okay, they could have them or not. With white hair, they maybe like dang their hair as well. They may be into like riddles, Sudoku, like fighting mysteries. They may love like reading murder novels like Hercule Poirot, Miss Marple by... Sorry, I stopped because I was going to say... I heard something, I was going to say something different and I blacked out. Maybe this is happening quite a lot to them, especially with this Mercury influence. Being a huge fan of Agatha Christie, her novels, I stopped because I heard Helena Bonham Carter. Now, Helena could be somebody's name like Helen, Helena, Ellen, Yeleni, like in Greek. They may look like Helena Bonham Carter, you know, she's like very poised, like very, very well mannered, like very eloquent. She has a great diction. She speaks like a true royalty. I think her family is from the lower ranks of royalty, like aristocracy, I'm not so sure. Correct me down below, but at the same time she could be quite chaotic, like playful, childish. Yeah, there is like this transition. 1 minute they're like very serious, very grounded, very mature, and the other they're like quite childish, playful, juvenile, if you will. I'm getting that I'm seeing Tonks from Harry Potter. It's funny because Helena Bonham Carter played Bellatrix Lestrange in Harry Potter, and Tonks and Nymphadora Tonks was her niece. But with Nymphadora, like Tonks, she liked to, like she was a metamorphosis, I think it was the name. She could change at will her appearance. So they may be experimenting quite a lot with their hair, like cutting it short, dyeing it like white, purple, extravagant colors. They may have like tattoos, like how I have told you, trying to escape like this corporate or lawyer type of an image, to show their like rebel side, to be more rebellious. We have 24:22 on the timer. Let's check now with the charmies. I'm going to get some tea leaves. This is my charm box. My charm box. Please excuse me for the noise. I have to move away my initials. Okay, those are enough. Some more initials. And now to get some good luck charms. Let me zoom in. Zoom. Be patient and optimistic. This is an advice, or maybe they need to be more patient and optimistic about this. I keep hearing like corporate ladder. Ревнува този, който не вярва. Вярва този, който обича. The one who is jealous is the one who doesn't believe. But the one who believes is this who loves. Okay, this is quite interesting. So again, with love about their faith, they may have like changed their like faith, like changed their religion, like into Christianity, Islam, Judaism, Buddhism, whatever the case is. Like fighting themselves. We have Bogudenstvie coming away or there, so which is prosperity. I'm hearing let it go. Now let it go and show yourself with Elsa, so their name could be Elsa or Anna. Disney's Frozen could be significant. They may feel like Elsa, like the person she wants to be and what her family and society expects from her. There is a lot of about not following into the footsteps of your parents, your family, but your own. Десетки свещи могат да се запалят от една, без да съкратяват живота й. Щастието не намалява, ако се споделя Буда. So, thousands of candles can light one without shortening her life. Happiness doesn't shorten if it's being shared. Buddha. So, yeah, being like generous. I'm also hearing like fighting their tribe or you. There is a lot of about transformation, being one true self, being unapologetically you. Also on the timer it was 2757. Check out this angel or twin flame number. We have успех, so prosperity again. So, a good chance, bon chance. Good luck Charlie could be significant like the TV series. I haven't watched one episode. I know that it's like a sitcom with a family and Charlie is the youngest of the relatives who is now like a mature woman. And again, успех, prosperity. So, good luck, good chance, prosperity coming your way. And there is a lot of, I'm hearing positive influx and outcomes in your relationship with your future spouse. It may already be happening or it's going to happen. Okay, we have Isaiah. This is a verse from the Bible. Но нези, които чакат Господа, ще подновят силата си, ще се издигнат като орли, ще тичат и няма да отслабнат, ще ходят и няма да се уморят. So, one moment to check it out. Okay, I found it. I'm going to change the battery in a bit. But those who hope in the Lord will renew their strength. They will soar on wings like eagles. They will run and not grow weary. They will walk and not be faint. So again, fighting their trust in the divine, fighting their true north, being of help of people, discovering their selves, their true selves. We have this lipstick, so they may be like into makeup, a makeup artist. They may like putting on makeup. They may be working in the theater. They like to pamper themselves, to beautify themselves. We have fight for it. So yeah, fighting for worthy causes, like being like this philanthrope, fighting for the causes of people, of animals, fighting for their true selves. And we have this V, we're going to move later, which means victory. We have this red purse, so a Birkin bag could be significant like Hermes. I'm getting this scene from Sex and the City when Samantha wanted that Birkin bag. So we have Samantha Jones and Miranda Hobbs from Sex and the City. They may love like wearing red. They love to accessorize. I'm getting that. I'm hearing Horn of Plenty with this bag. So your Horn of Plenty is going to be, your bag is going to be filled with abundance, with things. We have rose again. We have so much roses. So at the two of a rose, they're like blossoming as a rose. They may love like smelling as a rose. Red, they could be wearing quite a lot of red. Pretty. This is Pretty Girl. Sorry, I was wondering what is this. So we have Pretty Girl. With this looked like the logo of Liu Lu, like the brand. So they may shop from there. They love their aesthetics. So they're like quite pretty. They love to be called like Pretty Girl. They have shades. We have the shades, so they may love like wearing sunglasses, to live near the beach, to be at the beach. Maybe they need to take off their pink colored glasses, or you pound number 2, take whatever resonates. We have the stamp of Hogwarts, so Harry Potter again is quite significant. They love Harry Potter, like magic schools. They may be a teacher, an attorney, like a nurse in a school, a part of the high community, or what was like the terminology, a part of the school board. A lot of red, so this speaks about passion grounding the crown chakra, the root chakra. Okay, we have guardian angel for wealth, so working with their guardian angel. They may be earth angels, they may have been an angel in a past life. We have this beautiful angel. They may have to do of an angel as well. We have this symbol, it's a Celtic symbol, I forgot the name, which is all about protection, so they're quite protected, they need to protect themselves, their energy, their dreams. I'm hearing the triple goddess. We have this beautiful logo from a brand which I liked with the shoes. So their name could start with D. They may have D in their first, last, or middle name. They may wear like wearing shoes to dress up, how we talked about. We have these beautiful sunstone beads, so they may be Leos. Leo season could be quite significant. When I'm recording this, it's Leo season, or it's going to be in several, like the next time when you watch this video. We have this red fish, it reminds me of the koi fish, so Pisces could be significant. They're quite spiritual, abundance it's coming in their way. We have this red feather, so I'm going to check what the red feather meant. The red feather, you may be seeing a lot of red feathers all day, a lot of red colors. Let me just check.
What does it mean? Self-limitation. Really, man.
Red feather, your spiritual gift is appearing. I don't know if you could see it. Okay, so their physical gift is appearing. They're like they're waking up spiritually. We have this ship, so they try to be the white sheep of the family, but there are the black sheep of the family. They may love like plushies. They're quite cuddly, sweet, especially with this pink. Let's see. We have the seashell, so they may have been like a mermaid. They love mermaids. They love the sea. They're like this seashell which needs to show its inner side to the rest of the world. We have this bow, so they like to dress up, to be pretty. Divine feminine energy, they're showing their soft side as well. As for the letters, we have J, Junior, we have L, LG, we don't have a G, no, we have a G. LG could be significant as the brand. We have E, we have P, geometry could be significant, we have V for victory, we have O, we have U, I owe you something, we have C, CEO, we have F, this looks like fuck, now like FU, we have N, and we have U. National Health Service, we have CEO. I'm seeing Crappy, Gary as a name, Ghastly, something is quite ghastly. VPN, we have VPN as well. You can tell me also what do you see in the comments. Words, we have CEO, CEO. We have Cleo, so then it could be Cleo, Cleopatra could be significant. We have Cleo from H2O, Cleo, they could be Australian from Australia. Fan. FIFA. They could be a fan of FIFA. We also have pen. Sorry for the background noise. We have go. They are going somewhere. They're coming to you. UFO. Starseeds. They may believe in UFO. They may have seen a UFO. They're quite unrecognizable. We have let it go. Nevertheless, that some letters are missing. We have jail. Maybe they are afraid of going to jail. They have been in jail, or a relative of theirs is in jail. So sorry about that, pile number 2, my battery literally died. So I was talking about somebody could be in jail. They have been in jail. Okay, I'm not seeing any other words. If you see as a word something which makes you believe in something, not of believe in something. Maybe they see something which makes them believe, like a sign. If you see something in the words, write them down below. So I'm going to be reading right here, pile number 2. Thank you very much. If the matches resonated, please give me a like, comment down below, and subscribe to help boost and grow my channel. My name is Martin. I'm Luke Level, my darlings. I had the pleasure being your personal editor for today. I wish you all the very best of luck. Write me down below how things are turning out for you. Don't forget that you can always book a personal reading with me via the email address number in the first pinned comment and the description box to get more like names, time frames, channel messages. And do not forget that I love you, love yourself, and I'll meet you next time. Bye bye. Pile number 3, hello, this is your reading. If the scene seems a bit changed, it's because I'm recording on another day. Yesterday was my birthday, so I was a bit busy. So, before we start, some protection mist to protect us here and now from any unwanted interferences. Energies, people, and also I'm going to ring the bell 3 times to ward off any left traces. I also have Pau Santut the space before starting. And I'm also going to ring the bell 3 times to ward off like any left traces. So if you're wearing your headphones or you're sensitive to sound, I suggest lowering down the volume or muting it for a couple of seconds. Okay, we are starting. I'm going to ring the bell 3 times. It's okay. Also, my nephews are coming back. Sorry. Hello, pal number 3. Sorry, I had to pause the video for a bit. So let's see with your cards about your future spouse. Pick whatever resonates, discard the rest. Also, if some of the physical characteristics, like if you see a card depicting a man or a woman, so some of the physical characteristics may be about your future spouse. So pick, or yourself, so pick whatever resonates and discard the rest, of course. We have B. I immediately, with the element of air, I immediately heard bumblebee. So bumblebees, so they may like honey. Your person may love honey. I'm seeing this scene from sorry, Princess and the Frog by Disney when oh, what was her name? I know, Princess Diana, not Tanya. No. Oh, sorry, I'm mistaking her name. I knew it. Tiana. Yeah, Princess Tiana. Oh, sorry about that. Oh, yeah, so sorry about that. So many interruptions. So somebody may be interfering with your relationship, with your connection. Nevertheless, I'm hearing that it's a highly protected spiritual connection. I'm getting goosebumps. So for some of this may be your divine counterpart, soulmate, twin flame. So as I was saying, when Princess Diana was making her beignets and she put some powdered sugar and honey, so something may look like beignets, pastry, cooking honey. And with Bumblebee, this could also be like working very hard, like a hard worker, a team player, being very good at team buildings. They may be like into sorry, I'm chanting so much. Oh my god, my throat. There's something about purging your throat chakra. Maybe you or your future spouse, especially if you know them, you haven't spoken things, you haven't talked. There is a lot of like purging, like energy which wants to be addressed, to be let down, to be let go of. So with Bumblebee from Transformers could be significant. They may love Transformers, Bumblebee as a character. Where was I going with this? Oh my god, I just forgot my train. I also saw this scene from the new Masters of the Universe, which came 2 months ago. So they may be working as Adam, I think it was his name, as like in human resources, something in those lines. So yeah, we have the element and Bumblebee, so they could be like quite spiritual, like into spirituality, awakening like spiritually. Oh my god, so much like channeling. Then we have lead with Plubon. I'm going to check this card, but we have Saturn with Pisces. Yeah, those like karmic lessons, interferences, Pisces. This reminds me of Pisces. I'm going to read from the guidebook later. Black and white. Maybe they thought that things are like black and white. We have lead, which is highly toxic. Something let's say toxic. I'm getting karmic influence around your future spouse, like not to fearmonger you or alarm you, but to make you aware. For some of you, this may be a confirmation. Okay, we have sextile. A combination of tension and flow, potential and a rewarding session. Yeah, definitely those. I thought about the trine, but this is a sextile, so a lot of energies. Warming, holding a heart, 44, somebody's biological age. They could be life path number 8. They could have a birthday on the 8th of August, which is coming when I'm recording this, or the next, yeah. The 8th of August could be significant. They could be 44 years old. This feels like a karmic. Now I'm getting two meanings with this card. Like one of them is like they are opening to that divine feminine energy, like being more lovable, cuddly, caring. Kudos to you. Somebody may give them kudos, or they want to receive kudos. Or this could be like a karmic divine feminine energy. I'm hearing that's right. Okay, this card just flipped. We have mentor. This is in Spanish, so you can pause the video to check the aspecto luminoso y aspecto sombrio. And we have experience, and this reminds me of the death card. I'm going to cover her just in case. Experience 32, a master number. So the 6th of June could be significant, Gemini. This person could be an air sign or a Gemini, like the karmic. In the person of 6th year, expérience, manipulation de la nature, cruauté de la recherche, arrogance or manipulation of nature, cruelty of searching of the search, and arrogance. And look at how it falls underneath the lead card. There's definitely a lot of like karmic influence, like purging and cleansing from. It's funny because this reminds me of a tarot reading which I booked with Emma Ryder, Mystic Witch from YouTube. Now she goes by Emma Mystic Modern Witch, I think it's her name, about my twin flame and I, and she said something about like my twin is being made aware of their connection with me and mine with my DM, with my divine masculine, especially with the karmic, because this was like the norm for them, like to be in such toxic relationships, because they haven't known anything until I entered their life. So their life, like my DM's life. So I'm getting this for you with your person, like for them this was like the norm, like those toxic relationships. And I just open on the lid and I passed it. Density, weight, Saturn. You can pause the video and read the whole description. Here we have Lead, was also known as the sleeping giant of alchemy. It is said to contain its own secret and solution. Ponder how you can awaken the intelligible. Then we have watch what other cards surround Lead that will indicate how mobile this metal is becoming, or how much weight the current is carrying off their shoulders. So exactly there is a lot of depth, like karmic depth with sextile. It's something which your future spouse wanted, like in this lifetime, like in the family, in their workspace. Maybe they're in a toxic marriage or some kind of a legal contract, let's say, or a soul contract. But with the P, I definitely feel like they're feeling, what was this? Easy squeezy lemons, easy peasy lemon squeezy. They smell of like lemonade, lemons, and it's quite breezy. They definitely feel like they are living out the weight of their shoulders, like their karma, their family's karma, from their bloodlines, like karmic lessons. With mentor, I'm getting that they're also like an old soul. They could be Chinese or Asian, it's not necessary. I'm also getting with the karma and the sextile, they're going to reap the fruits of their hard labor, like with the Roman holding a heart, like being emotionally fulfilled, sustained, happy about this change. How everything is black and white. It's funny because those cards are definitely dark, gray, white, gray, light, black, but we have all those vibrant colors. They maybe think like auras, working with energy, with people's energy or auras. Just a quick sip of my coffee. Maybe they're also coffee lovers. Now I'm going to get the tarot cards. Yeah, there is a lot of corruption from which they're like escaping. I'm hearing Prison Break, the TV series. It could be significant. Maybe it's their like favorite series, so it's like they're escaping this karmic, mental, emotional prison. Okay, please, Holy Spirit. Okay, I saw it at the bottom and it came out. I'm not going to cover how we have the Seven of Pentacles, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, so they could be athletically built. Have a tattoo sleeve, quite athletically built. I'm hearing there are a fast learner, something about a fast truck. They may be driving a truck, being like a truck driver, a ferry driver, like a ferry boat driver, a hard worker. They're going to reap the results of their hard work, like with the karma, growing, cutting, people energies, completing karmic cycles. I'm getting Taurus as an energy, so they could be a bit like stubborn. Also on the camera it was 1001. Check out this angel twin flame number. Also it's a mirroring number. Those are too much. I'm hitting an airhead, so they may be quite something about, sorry, I'm feeling quite vulnerable at the open. An airhead, like they like to daydream, to fantasize. Like, hello, pound number 3. Earth calling, pound number 3, can you hear us? And I saw those skulls like in the old western films, so they may be from, if they're like in the United States, from the Wild West, from the middle states, in the middle of nowhere. I'm getting Nebraska, Tennessee, Virginia for some of you. I'm hearing holiday, somebody going on holiday. There was such a treat, I think it was Turkish holiday, which I absolutely adored, maybe they as well. I'm getting Hollywood, Sunset Boulevard. I'm hearing and I'm getting La Cienega Boulevard is from the Proud Family from Disney, so they may be Latina may have a character just as La Cienega Boulevardes. They could be rich, they could be a bit like spoiled, like rich. I'm getting Charlotte LeBouf from, again, Princess and the Frog, like they would say she was spoiled but not rotten. She had money but she was always there to help her best friend. She didn't care about so much about social statuses and all of that. And when I was telling you this, we have the 10 of Pentacles, again with earth signs. So we have brown hair, facial hair, athletically built. We have 2 Rottweilers. They may have a dog or 2 dogs. They like to provide for their family. They like to be financially stable, secure. Maybe they're waiting for some kind of family inheritance. On the timer it was 12:22. And we have 2 cards. Can we have the 10 of Wands, again athletically built, with short hair, black hair, Leo, Sagittarius, Aries, but maybe Aquarius. They're very strong. Sometimes I'm hearing they could be as stubborn as a mule, carrying all those wands, this load of their family, of their karma. This reminds me of the sun here, if you see it. So brighter days are coming for them and for you. Then we have the Magician. I'm going to cover him just in case. You have facial hair, like athletically bald body. We have the Hermit, not the Magician. Earth signs again. Virgo. I'm hearing that they're mostly spending more time alone. If they were like a player, a social being in the past, right now at this very moment they're not so much about their old lifestyles. They're like searching for their truth, their inner wisdom, the hurt, let's say the hurt of their home, if you will. I'm getting Vespa or Hestia, like Vespa from the Roman mythology, Hestia from the Greek mythology, which was one of the 3 virgin goddesses, like being very there for their family, for their traditions. 14:04 on the timer. And at the bottom we have the Page of Wands, Leo, Sagittarius, Aries. They could have like curly hair, be like a twink or a twunk. A twunk is a mixture between a twink and a hunk. Yeah, they could be, again with this stubborn energy, they could be younger than you. They're still like they're learning how to express their emotions, to reach out for you. I'm just channeling. I'm seeing the number 3. Something could happen in 3 days, 3 weeks, 3 months, 3 years after you watch this video. I'm seeing them hiding behind a bush. It's like they're a bit ashamed. They want to make themselves known, but not at this very moment, or they have thought about this. This was their norm. I keep hearing this is the norm. Think about the boy asking the girl out. Maybe there is some kind of a prom or an event coming in. Sorry. Pile number 3, so sorry. You might laugh. Nevertheless, that it was for 1 second, but I literally needed like to snooze. Long story short, my birthday, so many things, nephews, work, gym. Today I was up early because at 7:30 I had my driver's lesson, so I was driving and I literally had the huge desire to snooze for about like 10 minutes. When I stopped the camera it was 15:15, check out the essential team phone number. So about your future spouse, they may be dead tired. It's funny because I'm getting Monster High with the dead tired collection, which was their pajamas, like their PJs. They're like dead tired with all the karma, growing, cleansing the karma, growing up, all of that jazz. And also another interruption. So you may be frustrated because they're like interruptions when, if you know them, like this truck, this garbage truck, you know, things are working out with you, then something happens, an interruption, you're back to square one of that. So yeah, working out, also like doing gym, sports. But there is something about reconciliation. Again, with this black and white, you're just like yin and yang, divine counterparts. And with the woman holding a hard time getting that day, are willing to express their needs. I cannot do this, it's a huge load, I cannot take this anymore, I want to quit, I want to take a vacation. It's your problem, not mine, just leave me. So the first card, also like their physical appearances, we have Tatuировки, which are tattoos. We had tattoos. Czerwona kusa, red hair. Now this could be like ginger, or dyeing it like red. Literally have a ginger man. This sounds like a gingerbread. Maybe they love like gingerbread men, or making gingerbread houses during Christmas. They like to bake. Yeah, again with Princess Diana's like culinary skills. 4 more cards, please, Holy Spirit. Высока, so tall. If they're a woman, they may love wearing like high heels. I'm hearing Napoleon's complex. If they're like a short man, they want to be taller. Чуплива kusa, so I think the term was rigid hair, you know, the one that gets like curly when you wash it. It gets like curly. It's not like straight. Długa kusa, so we have long hair as well. Nisak nisk, so we have short. So they could be like shorter than you. One of you may be taller, the other may be like shorter. It's funny how I hit like this Grim Reaper, this shadow, this karmic, and it's only like their head is like watching. So when you leave the karmic, the fears and everything which has been surrounding them, they see things like clearly, that it's not of them, like those karmic lessons, family karma doesn't defy them. Yeah, I'm definitely getting that lead, you know how lead it's in a solid form and then becomes like liquid. So with that, that's a metaphor. With this example, like their burden, their karma is getting softer, it's getting easy. And I just got the urge to see here. We have the sun, definitely the sun Leo season, a lot of happiness, good luck is coming your way, and we have the 7 of Swords underneath that. So being like, so we have blonde hair, Afro-American features, African features, so they're definitely like becoming like resourceful, wiser, and using things in their advantage. Let's see with the charms, because I'm not getting anything else. I'm also going to get the charms and some good luck charms for you, like fortunes. This is my personal charm box. I used it with a decoupage. To get more initials as well. I think this is enough. And now for the okay. Now zoom. Second mic, every moment is a chance. This may be for you, for your future spouse. So seize the moment. Carpe diem is what I'm getting as well. Your positive state of mind is contagious, so they're like willing to have a more positive state of mind, or you're helping them like to have a more positive state of mind. Money, it's coming your way. Winning money, your salary, your income. Then we have in life it's not important who you will be first at the finish line. Yeah, for everyone, like everyone has their own like pace, time to do things to happen. So if you're worried that you're still not married, that they're not ready, everything has its time and space. It takes courage to admit fault, exactly. So they're like willing to admit like their faults, other people, to you as well. Let's see here. Okay. Отнася се добре с земята. Тя не ти е дадена от твоите родители. Взел си я назаем от твоите деца. Индианска мъдрост. So this is an Indian proverb. Treat earth with respect. She was not given to you by your parents. You borrowed it from your children. So yeah, essentially what we are leaving to our children. So your future spouse may has inherited some like family karma, all of those things, and they're like working through this karma not to leave it for their children, your children. Okay, Yaakov. This is from the Bible. И така, възлюбени мои братя, нека всеки човек бъде бърз да слуша, бавен да говори и бавен да се гневи. Яков, I'm going to find it in with the exact English translation. So So then, my beloved brothers, let every man be swift to hear, slow to speak, and slow to anger. For anger of man doesn't produce the righteousness of yada yada yada, you get me. Again with this like slow and steady wins the race. Okay, so we have practical with Virgo. So they may be Virgo, they're like very like practical. There we have Virgo. We have those shoes which look like Louboutin shoes, so they may look like, which are not about if they're a woman they like wearing high heels, or if they're a man they like a woman with high heels. I'm getting with this as well. Stay strong. Don't look down. Then we have these beautiful flowers, so their life is blossoming. It's blooming. They're like beautiful from the outside to the inside. We have these injections, so they may have like their shots. They need to have a better immune system, like they're like working on their immune system. Having like spiritual, I'm hearing like waxing, spiritual cleansing to let go of those like karmics. We have the pink shade, so they or you may still wear like pink shades, pink rose glasses. Like you need to take them off to see the world with other eyes, with their true eyes. We have this bow, so they may like wearing like bows. They want to tie things with you. You may receive a gift or a surprise. We have these fingers like snapping and giving you a love. So expect to receive some kind of love, of message from them. We have the Page of Wands as well. We have this beautiful butterfly, so they're like changing. You have they're metamorphosing, they're becoming like more spiritual, more light. We have this hat, this fisher's hat with a fish stand, so they may love like wearing such hats. Summer could be important, somebody may go fishing. We have those girls from the Mean Girls, I think, so Mean Girls could be significant. Maybe they were a part of the Mean Girls like most popular people, but they saw that this wasn't for them. I'm getting with this the Three of Cups, so some kind of reunion, happiness, celebrating together, having a blast of a time. I think we have space. We have fight for it, so like fighting for a worthy cause, like they're like fighting for you, vice versa, to win your heart. We have the owl, so they're like a night owl. We have a double owl, so they may be like a night owl, like quite wise, quite smart. There is like a lot of hidden knowledge, things about them which you still don't know. We have this triangle which reminds me of water, so connecting with the element of water and protecting themselves like energetically. They're like being protected in you. We have this umbrella, so it may be raining. Bring an umbrella. I'm getting Rihanna's song, so again, protect yourself, shield yourself from negativity, unworthy and toxic people. This may be about them as well. And we have this beautiful mini unicorn, so they're like magical, you're like magical, you have this like spiritual bond. They may love like unicorns or you. Now let's see with the letters. If you say something, tell me. We have VA. In their VA, we have I, we have G, we have D, ID, somebody needs to bring their ID, and O, no, this is Q, Q and T, it's like a fitness brand, so they may be into gym, like taking protein. We have Q and D, we have F, D, a double V, victory. We have N, we have B, but something, we have N, We have K, OK or KO. We have also this like smiley face with this card, so receiving, so good news are on its way. You're going to receive those good news. Someone is going to make you like so happy. Vike. IQ. They have a high IQ. They admire your IQ. TNG. Death. We have barbecue. So you may have barbecue, they have like barbecue. Vera 1 could be significant. Van, they like driving their van. A fan, they have like fans. They are using a fence because it's summer and it's hot. We have Fang, so they like to bite. And one of the ones bites the duster, I think as a song. They made of like vampires. And I'm feeling this is fantastic from Monster High. Another Monster High reference. Be right back. Quahot, like Family Guy, could be significant. I'm not seeing any other words. We have bat. Oh, we literally have bat. So yeah, vampires. Bat as the animal, bat like in a baseball game. Dot. We have Dan, so Daniel, Dan as a name. Caleb as a name, Caleb. Dante, so Dante's Inferno could be significant. Dante as a name. Нещо друго, да или не. Не или да. Okay, pal number 3. I'm not sensing anything else or seeing. So if you saw something, you can leave down a comment to tell us what you have seen as words. So thank you very much for your patience. If the message resonated, please give me a like, comment, dobro, and subscribe to help me boost and grow my channel. My name is Martin Kleviot, my darlings. I had the pleasure of being your personal guide and reader for today. I wish you all the very best of luck. Write me down below how things are turning out for you. Don't forget that you can always book a personal reading with me to get more like via the email address down below in the first pinned comment on the description box. To get more like channel messages, time frames, names, messages. Do not forget that I love you. You can book a personal reading, and don't forget that I love you, love yourself, and until next time, bye bye.